Dude, they want people to buy TPs. They want people to get good.
Yes, buy fucking
Get
TP
good,
scrolls,
scrubs.
you nubs.
Everybody needs a TP. TP is the
Get
best item in
good
the game.
Scrub.
Yeah, it's like it's funny because back in the day these things cost 200 gold. Then they reduced it to 150 gold. Then they reduced it to 75 gold. Now it's reduced to 50 gold. No,
dude, that's trickle down economics.
It isn't supply side economics.
No, supply side economics doesn't work.
All right, Vanguard.
Fight me.
Hey, shut up. Vanguard HP regen from 6 to 8. You know, goes.
Yeah, they're trying to buff Vanguard.
Yeah. Let's see.
Veil of Discord now requires Helm of Iron Will, 2 Null Talisman, and a 400 recipe.
Yeah.
Not sure I like the recipe part of it, but
The cost changed by 30.
But I think the key thing is the Veil debuff is now dispellable.
Well, that's a buff to purging, so...
Buff to purging and a nerf to anyone who buys it, mainly like Zeus. The
Ebola Demon.
Ebola Demon. Well, even I never really bought it as Ebola Demon. I never thought he really needed it.
I did, because I was an asshole.
I don't know. I don't think the whole the Mercade being dispellable.
Okay, Vladimir's offering the armor aura gets reduced from 5 to 4. Okay, now is the important part. KC James, I'm gonna need you guys here. We're not gonna do all the heroes because that would take way too fucking long.
Yes, we are. We're doing all the heroes.
Are we gonna do all the fucking heroes?
I want to do all the fucking heroes.
Because I read all of these. The thing is that
we're on a stream, you idiot. We're supposed to go through all of them.
Fight, kiss.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Now,
fine.
You want me to do it? I'll do it if you guys don't want to do it.
Okay. All I wanted to do was highlight the really important ones because
these are all very important considering Abaddon and Ancient Apparition haven't been nerfed for 7 patches in a row. Anyway, Curse of Avernus slow from 20% at max rate. Well, it was rescaled rather.
Yeah. Now now instead of a 5% increase with each level, it's now a 4% increase. It starts at 8.
Yep, starts at 8.
So it's actually not bad.
Buff to Abaddon makes getting Curse of Avernus earlier much more worth it.
I always did anyway, but
yeah,
it makes him a little more dangerous in lane.
All right,
depends on how you want.
It does make him more dangerous in lane. Ancient Apparition, Cold Feet cooldown reduced from 9 seconds at max range to 7 seconds at max range. It
reduced it by at all levels by 2.
And they reduced the proc time. The damage timing changed from 0.8 whatever to 0, 1, 2, 3. So it'll deal in 3-second intervals, which is really nice.
Okay, Arc Ward, lots of changes.
Nerf bat.
Exactly. Well, no, the thing, slight nerf bat, but there are some. He does get some buffs to compensate.
Well, we'll get to them. Let's hope. Flux no longer slows magic immune units. That means Flux no longer goes through magic immunity.
There you go.
Flux is now purgeable, like it should be. It's a debuff. You know, kind of go figures. Flux slow rescaled from 50% to 35, 40, 45, 50%.
Finally, so now there's actually some balance in that thing.
Makes it less fucking godly early ranks. Magnetic field cooldown reduced from 50% to 35, 30, 25, 20. That sounds really good until you get to
the third part of it. The duration was increased.
But now it only evades attacks done from the outside of the field. So
exactly. So now it's only
ban fight anyone anymore.
Exactly. So yeah, what you'd have to do is like put it around like what you could do is drop it on top of if the enemy has like a sniper or a drow ranger, drop it on top of a team fight and just fight the melee heroes inside.
It's a Thunderdome. That's what it is. It's a Thunderdome.
It is. Yeah, it is a Thunderdome. So
Spark
get in the dome, fight me.
Spark Wraith.
2 men enter, 1
man leaves. The mana cost for Spark Wraith reduced to a constant 80. Not sure how I feel about that, but okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's good.
Spark Wraith activation day reduced from 3 seconds to 2. Make it less ass. Make it more like Techie's minds. More obnoxious.
Spark Wraith now
purges. Spark Wraith now purges. What the fuck is this?
Wait, did I hear that right? It purges. What does it purge?
It's a purge. It's like Diffusal Blade.
It applies. So Spark Wraith now applies. It goes from 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, and 0.7 second purge.
That has a lot of power, I think.
The implications.
He could now be a slight counterpick to Omni Knight.
Not really.
Well, nobody knows how to play.
Actually, yeah,
I'd say slight. He would not be my first choice. But if you're already going for a rat strat and the enemy picks an Omni Knight, I would lean toward Arc Warden.
True. Rescaled the They rescaled the damage, so
a little less damage.
More. Yeah, just this less damage overall.
But I think they're trying to go for the purge and the ability to plant a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, they're less fucking stupid because they were fucking techies minds. They were ranged techies minds that
Pretty much.
followed you. The damage reduction was necessary.
Yeah.
Tempest Double no longer has an HP mana cost. That's really big. So now Arc Warden doesn't dick himself every time he ults.
Exactly.
Yay!
So now he can ult pretty much on cooldown.
Tempest Double item and ability cooldowns now persist on the unit. So what this means, right, is they don't share cooldowns rather. But let's say you spawn one, have your double use a mice and you use a mice. If you resummon the double, it will have the cooldown continued from where it was when it last used. So what that means is
he's gonna have a slightly harder time farming.
Yeah, slightly harder. So if it was like if the double disappeared and you used it at the end, and you summon another one 20 seconds later, it would be at 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Tempest Double no longer replicates items that drop on death. Rest in peace, Rapier Arc Warden. Rat King is dead. Long
Makes
live.
you feel like a rat god.
Long live Dagon God.
Yep. Now you buy Dagon.
Now you buy Dagon. Yep.
No more of a Divine Rapier. Now you buy Dagon.
No more of that bullshit Rapier strat. Thank God.
The Tempest cooldown it's now been reduced from 65, 60, 55 to 50, 40, 30. It's pretty nice, given that you've nerfed it.
Tempest Double duration reduced to 12, from 20 seconds to 12.
Just to rub it, it no longer replicates item drop on death ? I.e. Gem and Divine Rapier.
In case you fuckers didn't understand.
In case we're getting rid of your fun. No more fun for you.
Thank you, Mr.
How about
Lizard.
no?
All hail the Lizard God. Okay, now
Yeah.
Tempest Double cast point increase from 0 to 0.15 means it has a 0.15 second cast time.
Okay, that's not a big deal though. The strength growth is now increased.
Yay! He doesn't have ass stats anymore.
Exactly. So now he actually has some stat growth, and his int growth increased even more. So now he'll actually be able to take a little bit of damage.
Yep. Oh, sweet baby. Jesus.
Okay, axe time.
Oh lordy.
Axe
Counter
time.
Helix damage type from physical to
Pure damage.
Damage reduced at max rank from 205 to 180.
Doesn't matter. It's pure
Hold
damage.
me, mommy. I'm not ready for an axe meta again.
I'm not ready for an axe meta, but here's the other thing. Bane only gets one buff, but it's a pretty fucking big buff.
Yeah, that's a big
Now his Enfeeble only costs 95 mana. He's gonna make everybody on your team fucking gimpy.
But I'm still this axe fucking damage change. So what this means is axe. Let's see.
I don't think it's gonna make a new axe meta, but it's gonna keep him relevant.
You realize that now means he ignores Vanguard block, and that means he ignores.
He ignores all damage reduction.
He ignores Omni Knight.
Yeah.
He ignores Omni Knight.
It keeps him relevant.
What the fuck?
But just stun him. Stun him and you have range.
Stun him and kick his dick in. That's
exactly. So now it's just beat him how you always beat him. Stun him and kick his dick in.
Yeah. Let's see. Beastmaster.
Call of the Wild. The day vision reduced. The day vision reduced and the night vision reduced. I don't play Beastmaster.
It's just because he had the ability to summon a mobile ward. So it's just you don't get. It's a super mobile ward too. So they just reduced it because
Okay.
Ward OP.
Here's one of the heroes.
Suka, no.
Here's the hero that I really wanted to talk about a lot. The Scepter. They put a Scepter on him. What does it do? It grants 2 charges to Rupture with a 40-second replenish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard you like hemorrhaging out your asshole. But wait, this ties in with the 50% TP cost. Buy TPs against this fucker. This is Mr. Lizard trying to tell us something.
Buy TPs, you fuckers.
Buy TPs to counter him.
But here's the thing though. Besides that, let's say I don't like this idea because if they'd added Scepter to him, what I would have wanted it to do is if you wanted to do a charge system, just put 2 charges on his Blood Right, because that doesn't do stupid amounts of damage. And sure, it silences, but if you put that on charges and put 2 charges.
You're talking about the AOE.
The AOE.
It's pure. That's pure damage.
I know, but the
500 pure damage. 500 plus pure damage. Does that sound like a good idea to you?
But here's the thing. The difference is, if he puts that on you, you could still run out, and you could still have your teammates come and fight.
No.
The thing is, the reason I don't like this new Scepter is because he's basically going to take 2 heroes and instantly take them out of the fight with ease. So basically,
he can only go on one. That's also one thing.
Yeah, electrofuck. God damn it.
Yeah.
James.
Well, he'll see like, oh, I see an axe coming in. I will rupture him. I see a fucking Wind Ranger coming in. I'll rupture her. Now I'm just going to focus on the other 3 people. My teammates will all gangbang the other 3 people. Then we'll turn around and get those guys.
But you also have to realize you have to get Scepter on Bloodseeker. That's an opportunity cost. That means you're not getting things like Butterfly or like Sanjin Yasha.
Yeah,
so,
or you can, but you're gonna have to sacrifice one.
And
of those.
then if they, God forbid, they buy TPs because they're gonna fucking leave. Like
exactly.
It's basically.
I don't really like this idea. I'm gonna try it probably later tonight, and we'll see if I can. If it is gonna be as bad as I think it is, but we'll see. I think that's a little too strong for him, but yeah,
It's not that bad. Plus, there's gonna be 4 more patches later on that tweak things. Shadowwalk mana cost. He kind of needed it. It was really, really efficient. So
yeah, it makes it just a little more interesting. Okay, Brewmaster. He got a lot of. And now his primal splits. His buddies got a little. Got some changes.
So replace Earth Brewlings Pulverize with Demolish. So Pulverize used to throw a rock at you and stun you, and he was generally an asshole, and no one liked that. So they changed it. And
so now he just knocks down buildings.
Yep, now he's going to push. It kind of makes sense because he was because that ability didn't make any sense, right? He was a pushing type hero. Brewmaster was always a pushing type hero, but it's like now.
There we go.
James,
now he actually pushes.
Yes, now he actually pushes. Earth Spirit's damage type changed from Pierce to Hero, which means it deals the same type of damage your hero does, so it
follows normal logic. Same with the Brewlings.
Reduce the damage of the Earth attack, which so this is basically just a massive Brewmaster nerf.
The fire attack got rescaled. The fire attack actually got increased.
So they made this attack and then reduced the damage of the Earth Spirit 90, but it's tanky.
Yeah.
So attack damage reduced to 60.
And now the Brewlings Windwalk backstab damage got massively increased. It got doubled plus 20.
Yeah.
At max level.
Lightning burst of damage.
Pretty much. All right, Bristleback. Bristleback damage threshold reduced from 230 to 210. It's not huge, but I think it might be just enough to make people a little more wary.
It's gonna be like 1 more per. So if he in a span of like 5 seconds makes 4, now you can make 5 pretty much. Increase the goo range.
Not too big.
Not that big, but kind of annoying.
Okay, Centaur double edge cooldown reduced.
Yeah.
It's kind of meh. The stampede duration increased by 1/4 of a second. Once again, kind of meh.
Yeah, not really. Hand of God no longer fully heals his creeps. This is big because he used to be able to bring basically a small army with him, and if the creeps are getting low, he just heals creeps. So now it makes Chen. It kind of gimps Chen. Not gimps, but
makes him a little harder to play.
Yeah, it makes him go out of his way to regain his creeps if they die. So other than that, not really much.
Clockwork got a buff.
Yep. Battery assault damage increased from at max rank from 80 to 95, and minor cleanup to the pushback duration. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So just a nice damage buff to Clock.
Okay, Crystal Maiden, the cooldown from Crystal Nova has been reduced. Now it actually, instead of 12 seconds at all levels, it's now at 9 at max. Reduced by 1 second at each level. And the Arcane Aura level 4 self-regen increased from 6 to 8.
Dear God, I heard you like mana, Crystal.
Exactly. Crystal will just throw out every spell in her book.
Mana. Anyway,
yeah.
Dazzle. Dazzle!
Dazzle!
Do the voice.
No, not... Dazzle! Dazzle loves you!
Now kill yourself.
Okay.
Anyway, so poison touch range increased from 600 to 750 at max rank. Makes sense because Dazzle was kind of squishy. I had to get fairly close to people to use it, so now just a little quality of life buff. Yeah. Spirit Siphon no longer grants, so now we're on to Death Prophet. Spirit Siphon no longer grants vision. I have no idea why this ever granted vision.
Because they wanted to make Death Prophet, they wanted to show off this new ability.
Probably. Spirit Siphon damage from pure to magical and no longer goes through spelling community. Thank God. It was so irritating. Because if you shielded, so this is also a slight buff to BKB, but if you used BKB, it would still pierce it and it would still fuck your day. And it was so irritating because you couldn't get away because it slowed. So they rescaled the damage. It does the same because of the damage type swap. So 25 plus 4% to 25 plus 5.5% of max HP. But that's just because of the scaling change from pure to magical. And increased the duration from 5 to 6, and the buffer range reduced from 300 to 250, which means she has to be closer. And base strength reduced from 19 to 18. Okay.
All right.